Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to Wrist of Time. My name is Si, and today I want to talk about a couple of new GMT watches that are out very soon here in the UK and worldwide. They are of course Seiko's new number 5, the GMT SKX reinterpretation as they're calling it, and something that's a bit more pricey but looks fantastic, and that's Christopher Ward's C65 Aquitaine GMT. So I'm going to start looking at the Seiko. This is what they're calling the reinterpretation of the SKX. It's their standard Seiko 5 sports watch case, but they've added the GMT movement. So the caliber is 4R34. It's of course an automatic, and it's 42.5mm in diameter, and it's available in a few colours, but most interestingly it's available in what Seiko are calling the blueberry. This is essentially what you may call a Batman, and I'm sure a lot of people will call it the Batman, hence why I think Seiko have jumped the gun and called it the blueberry straight away so that people don't do that. But fantastic looking piece. You get the Cyclops eye over the date window, you get the little red GMT hand, and then of course you do get a blue and black Batman, for want of a better word, bezel. Fantastic looking piece. I think these will sell like hotcakes. So the list price here in the UK is £400. Now, the standard Seiko 5 automatic lists here for anything between about £250 to £350, depending on which version you get and what type of strap you get. So Seiko's Hulk, if you like, the 5 Hulk is listed about £260. You can normally pick them up for around £200. So this is kind of double that. Will these go on sale? There's potential. I think once the initial rush has gone, particularly I think for this blue and black bezeled model, potentially you might be able to pick one up a little bit cheaper. They also do an orange one. Very bright, but of course orange is a classic SKX colour, so that's why they've gone for that. But I actually like the bezel on that one, almost like root beer style bezel. And then of course there is a black colourway as well, and that also has a red GMT hand. I should say the orange of course having the black GMT hand. The bracelet is a Jubilee-esque bracelet, looks very nice. Haven't got any pictures of the clasp as of yet, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like, although I imagine it will just be the standard stamped clasp. And price point now, we're looking at, a similar price to the Paddy style divers or the Seiko divers that are maybe one up from the Seiko 5 model line. But of course you are getting that GMT. I think this will be modded to hell. I think these will go really well, and certainly I think they've done pretty well in announcing it, and I think these are going to go very well. The second watch I want to talk about is this. This is the C65 Aquitaine GMT, and it's probably the best looking Christopher Ward watch I've seen for a long time now. Now, interestingly, they do say on their website that the C65 is inspired by the Blancpain 50 Fathoms, and you can kind of see that with the bezel design and that, and it's nice to see that they're not kind of shying away from that. They are just straight up saying, this is what we're trying to achieve here, and look at that. And that comes in a fantastic, what they call Orca Black watch with a brushed steel bezel. The movement in this is a Sellita SW332, and they do have that kind of what they're calling light old radium lume. So it looks a bit of a patina there, kind of that retro look. It is part of their retro dive range rather than their standard diving range. But what I like the most about this watch is finally they've found a logo that works for them. Christopher Ward, of course, sort of the logo has been all over the place for quite a few years now. At one point it just said Christopher Ward in big letters on the dial. Looked, in my opinion, quite bad. This now, they found their logo, if you like, which looks fantastic. And I think going forward, this is the logo they need to use. They know that the whole big giant Christopher Ward written across the dial needs to go, and this needs to be replaced. So on a bracelet, this is retailing at £1,265. So again, still way cheaper than anything you get. I know Longines released their GMT recently. It was like £2,500. Tag Heuer are doing the same. So this is half the price of that for essentially the same movement and excellent quality. I know I've owned a couple of Christopher Wards and they are fantastic watches. And again, coming in at under 1,500 quid. So that's all I want to say about these watches, guys. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. Let's get the conversation going about these. The GMT watches have a special place for me as somebody who likes to travel around and see the world and see everything. So very much looking forward to these. And yeah, thanks you for listening, and I'll see you all soon.